we're actually doing this. So I can't really believe that I'm on this game as well either, but this is how dry racing games have been recently.
Also, why is my nose so shiny? My nose is really, really shiny. That's odd.
So we're on arguably one of the worst Need for Speed games, Most Wanted 2012. If you've been following the channel, you will know that I'm not a huge fan of this game, to be quite honest. But the reason why we are on this today is to see if I was too harsh. Is this game really as bad as I thought? For some reason, I've literally just downloaded the game on PC and I've already got progress. I don't know why. It must just be my PS Vita progress, which I had like back in the day, ages ago. Because originally I did play this game on PS Vita. If I go into the Most Wanted, we can see we have, you know, all of the DLC, which I am not going to buy. And then we've got the 10th Most Wanted, the 9th Most Wanted, and the 8th Most Wanted per persons. Now, before we go ahead and do that, I would like to find a different car. I did see a Land Rover there on the right, but I don't really particularly want to race in a Land Rover, to be honest. Have seen an Audi here. What is that? Is that an A1 or an RS3? Is that an RS3? Wait, how do I get into the car? It says white. Oh, is it DLC? That's why. That makes a lot more sense. I got very confused then for a second. I was like, why is it not letting me into the car? And it was like, oh, it's fucking DLC. That was one thing that this game really suffered from, was just lots of DLC. I know the M3 GTR is DLC, even though originally it was supposed to make the main game. There's a lot of things really about this game, which are wrong. Right, so I'm in a Gallardo. I remember this is like one of the easier finds. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and get some NOS for it. I think that makes the most sense. And then we're going to go straight into a Most Wanted race and we're going to see how we can do. I completely forgot you actually have to drive to events in this game. I completely forgot. To be honest, that's one thing I do kind of like, to be fair. I don't like that though. I really don't like that. Why didn't I like Most Wanted 2012? I think that's the first thing we should talk about. I think the main reason really was it's just not Most Wanted. It's not Most Wanted and it's not Burnout. It's a weird hybrid of the two and it just doesn't really work for me. I think that's the best way of explaining it. Do I mind it? No, not really. Is it the worst game ever? No, not really. But is it one of the worst Need for Speed games made? Probably, you know, unless you're not counting like Nitro and stuff. What is going on? Boy, this is making me dizzy. What on earth? That actually made me dizzy. Right, so we're in a race with a lot of other Lamborghinis and we are going to win. The reason we're going to win is because, well, I want NOS, basically. Also, the car selection in this game is really good, but like, considering there is no customization in this game, it doesn't really surprise me. Yeah, these physics are also very weird. They're not really the same as Burnout, but then they're nowhere near like Black Box's physics. It's just it's a weird in the middle, really. Feels quite spongy. I think that's the best way to explain it. It also hasn't even got all of my PS Vita progress. That's the weird part. Like, it's only got the speed points for some reason. I will say one thing, and this is something which shouldn't really be surprising. The game, even in 2017, looks absolutely phenomenal. Considering this game is now 5 years old, it looks absolutely stunning. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is on Frostbite, so that kind of explains why, but even then, like, this game really does look really nice. But the most important thing is now we have NOS. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go into the Most Wanted race, the most latest one we've unlocked, and we're going to see if we can beat him first time, pretty much. I do remember there were some really, really trippy cutscenes on these things, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, we've got the police. Oh no. What on earth are we going to do? To be honest, Need for Speed 2015's police are probably a lot worse, but let's not talk about that. I honestly think the main reason this game got hate is because it wasn't what we wanted. I mean, this topic has been discussed to death right now, and there's probably no need for me to say this, but it's all pretty obvious why this game, you know, really struggled was because it wasn't Most Wanted. That's literally all there is to it. If it was labelled like a new IP or something different, I'm sure it wouldn't have got as much hate as it did. And that's basically it, really. Right, so here we go. I think it was an SL65 we were facing off against, and here is the trippy cutscene that I was talking about. What on earth just happened? Did someone give birth to the car or something? I'm very confused. I feel like someone just gave birth to an SL65. What on earth have what have I just seen? I want to give birth to cars. That seems quite interesting. If I could just give birth to an R32 right now, that'd be great. Right, so I don't remember these races being awfully hard. I remember them being relatively easy. So I don't think we're going to have many issues unless I crash. Even then, like, I don't think there's going to be many issues.
Oh, fuck off.
How was that a crash? How was that a crash? I have nothing to say. Like, just nothing. You know, it's not bad, it's not good, it's just a bit mediocre, really. That's the only, like, from a game standpoint, it's just a bit, yeah, just alright. I can't give you any insight into anything which you haven't already heard. It's just alright. It's just 6 out of 10. Pass. It's a C+. It's a well done, give yourself a pat on the back, you know, at least you tried. Right, so as we approach the finishing line, that really wasn't much of an issue. I completely forgot that we needed to take him down like he did in Burnout to get his car. To be honest, I don't really want his car. I guess the game's gonna make us follow him anyway. Right, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can knock him out. Boom! That was a takedown. That was a takedown. He didn't even hit anything. This is what I mean. The takedown system's awfully weird. It is awfully weird. It's not like in Burnout when you actually have to ruthlessly take them down. It was just kind of, oh, I just punted you a bit. It's very odd. I'm so glad, like, I semi-missed out on this game because, oh, the amount of money I would have spent on DLC would have been a joke. Well, I think I'm pretty much done here. We beat someone. We drove a few things and we did pretty good. That's pretty much it. I've really got not much else to say about this game. I kind of did everything I wanted to do. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.